Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been watching the NFL this season, you know that the Dallas Cowboys are shaping up to be one of the most exciting teams in the league right now. Their offense, in particular, has been firing on all cylinders, and that's not just talk, it's backed up by some impressive stats and eye-popping performances. But what's really fascinating about this team isn't just the quarterback's leadership or the flashy plays, no. The running game has been a major factor in their success so far. And when we talk about the running game, we have to highlight Javonte Williams, a veteran who has been turning back the clock and looks like one of the most dangerous ball carriers in the league today. Honestly, it's like he is playing the best football of his career. Yes, even better than in some of his earlier days. Williams has been a revelation, providing that punch behind the passing attack that makes this offense so versatile and so dangerous. But as we all know, the NFL is a game of depth, and right now, the Cowboys are facing some challenges in that department. Unfortunately, with Miles Sanders suffering a season-ending injury, their options behind Williams are pretty limited. Rookie Jadon Blue, for all his potential, hasn't quite stepped up to fill that void as expected. So the question is, what's next for Dallas? Are they going to sit back and hope that their current options hold up, or will they make a bold move before the trade deadline? This brings us to one of the most intriguing stories shaping the Cowboys' strategy this season, the possibility of trading for a veteran running back. Someone who might be available and who could come in and immediately provide that extra punch that's missing right now. And folks, if you look around the league, especially in the AFC South, there's a team that's struggling a bit: Houston Texans. Now, the Texans have had their ups and downs, but their recent loss to fall to 2-4 has really exposed some issues, especially on offense. Their offense has been inconsistent, and with that 2-4 record, they might be inching closer to being sellers at the upcoming trade deadline, which is set for November 4th. One player that's been discussed in Cowboys circles lately is Dameon Pierce. Now, Pierce was once seen as a promising young back, someone with potential to be a feature back in the league. But this season, things haven't exactly gone according to plan. He has only played 23 offensive snaps across 2 games, which is remarkably low for someone who was expected to be a key part of their backfield. It looks like he has fallen behind in the pecking order. That's a big red flag. He was supposed to compete with Nick Chubb after Joe Mixon got injured, but that opportunity just hasn't materialized. Instead, rookie Woody Marks has taken over as the primary ball carrier, and Pierce has been pretty much an afterthought in Houston's offense. In fact, Pierce didn't even record a carry in their latest game against the Seahawks, which was a clear sign that the Texans don't see him as a core part of their game plan right now. It's understandable his role has diminished significantly, and his touches have been minimal. And if you think about it, the Texans' offensive line hasn't been great either. It has been shaky at best, which has made life even tougher for their running backs. Pierce has only managed 10 carries for 26 yards this season, which isn't exactly eye-popping, but it's worth noting that he is still young and has shown flashes of promise before. Now, here's the interesting part: Jerry Jones, the owner and general manager of the Cowboys, has always had a soft spot for veteran running backs. Remember Ezekiel Elliott in 2024? Jones isn't shy about bringing in experienced players who can still contribute. Pierce could be that kind of guy. He is probably available at a reasonable price right now, given his reduced role and the Texans' current situation. Plus, with only 10 carries behind a less-than-stellar offensive line, he has been underutilized. And that might be a sign that a change of scenery could do him good. And frankly, do the Cowboys a lot of good as well. If the Cowboys were to bring him in, what would that do? Well, it would give them a fresh option, someone who could step in and provide that much-needed punch behind Williams. Think about the potential if Pierce can rediscover some of that rookie magic. He could become a real threat in Dallas' backfield. It's all about opportunity, and right now, with the current injuries and lack of depth, adding a veteran like Pierce could be a game changer. But let us not forget, the Cowboys' coaching staff, led by the offensive coordinator, has been cautious about rookies so far. Blue, the rookie, has been called out multiple times this season, and it is clear they were not fully trusting him yet. He only had 7 carries for 29 yards in their last win, which is decent, but not enough to make anyone confident that he's ready to be the main guy. That's why a veteran presence like Pierce could be exactly what they need, someone who has been around the block, who understands how to handle the pressure, and who can deliver when it counts. Now, if we take a step back and look at the bigger picture, it's clear that the Cowboys aren't just content with their current roster. They're always looking for ways to improve, especially when it comes to strengthening their running game, which has been a pillar of their success over the years. With the NFL trade deadline approaching, it's almost certain that we'll see some movement. And given the situation with the Texans and Pierce's limited role, it makes all the sense in the world that Dallas could make a move. And beyond just the immediate impact, bringing in a veteran like Pierce would send a message. It would show that the Cowboys are serious about competing at the highest level, that they're willing to make bold moves to address their weaknesses. It's the kind of strategic thinking that has kept this franchise competitive for decades, and with the window still open for a deep playoff run, every move counts. Of course, fans are always eager to see how this all plays out. Will the Cowboys actually pull the trigger? Will they find a way to get Pierce or another veteran back to Dallas? It's all part of the drama that makes NFL season so exciting. Every week brings new possibilities, new rumors, new strategies. And one thing is for sure, if this move happens, it could be a pivotal moment in the Cowboys season, one that might define whether they rise to the top or stumble along the way. So, as we keep an eye on the trade rumors and the Cowboys roster moves over the coming weeks, remember that this team is always evolving. They're a franchise with a rich history of making those crucial moves at the right time, and this season could be no different. The offense is firing, the defense is playing tough, and with some smart additions, they might just be on their way to another deep playoff run. And right now, all eyes are on the trade deadline and what kind of moves Jerry Jones and his team will make. Will they go all in to bolster the running game? Will they wait and see if their current players can step up? Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Dallas Cowboys fans, we're in for an exciting ride. The NFC East is always a battleground, but with the potential addition of a veteran like Pierce, the Cowboys could be positioning themselves for something special this season. So keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and don't forget to share your thoughts. If this kind of news gets you hyped, hit that like button, because it really helps the channel grow and keeps you in the loop for all the latest updates. Remember, the NFL season is full of surprises, and the Cowboys are right in the middle of it all, fighting and striving to bring another Lombardi home. We're always here to bring you the best analysis, the latest rumors, and everything Cowboys related. So buckle up, stay excited, and let us see how this story unfolds. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.